Good morning, pupils. Welcome to Valenzuela Live in Mathematics for Grade 5. I am Mr. Ryan G. Pelesiano of Andres Fernando Elementary School, and I will be your FB Live teacher for today. Before we proceed with our lesson, I want you to do the following so that your teacher will recognize your attendance and participation. First, type in your complete name, grade and section, subject teacher, and school in the comment box. Second, if you want to answer during our class discussion, simply type in your answers in the comment box. And third, if you have questions regarding our lesson, just type in your questions before the session ends. We are now on our quarter 1, week 4 of our most essential learning competencies. In this session, you will be able to learn the following. First, find the common factors, GCF, common multiples, and LCM of 2 to 4 numbers using continuous division. Second, solve real-life problems involving GCF and LCM of 2 to 3 given numbers. For our activity 1 entitled Build Me Up, complete the factors of the given number on the roof of each house. I will give you 10 seconds for each given number, and you may write your answers on the comment box. For our given number 1, find the factors of 18. Your time starts now. Okay, time's up. Did you find the factors? Okay, very good. That is 6 and 9. For given number 2, let's find the factors of 21. Your time starts now. Okay, time's up. Let's see your answers. If it is 3 and 7, good job, grade 5. And for 25, let's find its factor. Your time starts now. Okay, time's up. Let's check your answer. If it is 5, good job, grade 5. For our activity 2, entitled Complete Me, give the first 5 multiples of the given number. Again, you are given 10 seconds for each given number. For given number 1, find the first 5 multiples of 6. Timer starts now. Okay, time's up. If you got 6, 12, 18, 24, and 30, you got it right. For the next given, find the first 5 multiple of 4. Your time starts now. Okay, time's up. Let's check your answer. If it is 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20, very good. And for the last given, find the first 5 multiples of 8. Your 10 seconds starts now. Okay, time's up. If it is 8, 16, 24, 32, and 40, good job, grade 5. Let us now proceed with our POTD or problem of the day. The picture shows Mr. Rod Soriano's table. Now, I want you to read and analyze the problem. Mr. Soriano wants to organize his school supplies into boxes. He has 30 short folders and 36 long folders. He wants to distribute equally the short folders and the long folders in different boxes. What is the greatest number of folders per box? Let us solve the problem by following these steps. For step 1, understand. Know what is asked and know the given facts. Step 2, let us plan. Determine the operation to be used and write the number sentence. For step 3, let us solve. Use the operation and solve. And finally, for our step 4, check and look back. Write the correct answer and check. Now, let us try to answer the following questions in order to solve the given problem. First question is, what is asked? Did you find what is asked in the problem, class? Very good. The greatest number of folders per box. And what are the given facts? Okay, correct. 30 short folders and 36 long folders. And for our plan, we are going to solve for the greatest common factor or GCF of 30 and 36 using continuous division. But before that, let us define what is GCF and what is continuous division. For GCF, or the greatest common factor, it is the greatest or the biggest common factor of the given numbers. And for the keywords that we use in GCF, we have grouping, split or divide equally, share, no leftovers, and greatest. And for continuous division, it is the method of continuously dividing the given numbers by a common prime numbers until there is no common prime number that divides the quotients. And now, let us solve for the greatest common factor of GCF or GCF of 30 and 36. We have to follow these steps. For our step 1, write the given numbers in horizontal way, like this. We should write 30 and 36. For step 2, find a prime number that can divide the given number. So let's have a prime number 2 because 30 and 36 are both divisible by 2. For step 3, divide the given numbers by the prime number and write the quotient. So let us now divide. 30 divided by 2 is 15 and 36 divided by 2 is 18. For our step 4, continue dividing until there is no common prime number that can divide the last quotients. So let's continue dividing. Let's have another prime divisor like 3. Why 3? Because 15 and 18 are both divisible by 3. So let's divide. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 18 divided by 3 is 6. Now, since we have no common prime number that can divide the last quotients, so let's proceed to step 5. Find the product of all common prime divisors to get the GCF. Take note of this, class, that they are the numbers to the left of continuous division, which are 2 and 3. So let's multiply them to get the GCF. 2 times 3 is 6. So therefore, The greatest number of folders per box is 6. Now, for our checking, let us list all the factors of 30 and 36. For the factors of 30, we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 30. For the factors of 36, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18, and 36. Now, let's find the common factors. We have 1, 2, 3, and 6. So therefore, the greatest common factor of 30 and 36 is 6. Now, let's proceed to the problem number 2. During Christmas season, many Filipinos decorate their houses with lanterns and lights, one of which is having a Christmas tree with different colors of lights blinking with different time interval. There are two sets of lights that were turned on. One set blinks every 4 seconds, and the other blinks every 10 seconds. After every how many seconds will the lights blink together? Now, I want you to analyze it and try to answer the following questions. First, what is asked? Okay, did you find what is asked in the problem? Yes, correct. The number of seconds the light will blink together. How about what are the given facts? Okay, good. One blinks every 4 seconds and the other is blinks every 10 seconds. Now, to carry out the plan, we are going to solve for the least common multiple or LCM of 4 and 10 using continuous division. But before that, let us define what is a multiple, a common multiple, and the least common multiple or LCM. First, multiples are the numbers formed when a given number is multiplied by a consecutive number such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And common multiples, they are the multiples of a given number that are the same multiples of another number. And for the LCM or least common multiple, it is the least or the smallest number that is divisible by the given numbers. And some keywords that used in finding LCM are repetition, cycle, smallest or least, happen at the same time, and again. Now, let us solve the problem by following the steps in finding LCM using continuous division. For step 1, arrange the given numbers in horizontal manner like this. Step 2, determine a prime number that can divide the given number. So let's have a prime number like 2 because 4 and 10 are both divisible by 2. For step 3, divide each given number and write the quotient. So now, let's divide. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. For step 4, continue dividing until the quotients of all the given number become 1. So let's continue. Let's have another prime number divisor. Let's say we have 2 and then divide. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Since 5 is not divisible by 2, just bring down 5. And now, let's have another prime divisor, which is 5. Bring down 1, and 5 divided by 5 is 1. Now, since all the quotients become 1, let's proceed to step 5. Multiply all the numbers used as the prime numbers and write it as LCM. So here, our common prime divisors are 2, 2, and 5. Let's multiply them. 2 times 2 is 4. And 4 times 5 is 20. Therefore, our LCM is 20. Now, let's have another way to get the LCM with the same example. Let's follow these steps. For step 1, arrange the given numbers in horizontal manner. For step 2, determine a prime number that can divide the given numbers. Let's say 2, because 4 and 10 are divisible by 2. For step 3, divide each given number and write the quotient. Let's divide. 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. For step 4, continue dividing until there is no two quotients have common factor. So since we have no common factors in our last quotients, let's proceed to step 5. Multiply all the common divisors and the last quotient to find the LCM. So here, our common divisor is 2, and the last quotients are 2 and 5. Now, let's multiply them. 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 5 is 20. So therefore, the light will blink together every 20 seconds. For our checking, let us list the first 5 multiples of 4 and 10. For the multiples of 4, we have 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20. And for the multiples of 10, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. And for the least common multiple, we have 20. So our answer is correct. Now, are you ready for our practice grade 5? Okay, good. Now, let's have letter A. What is the GCF of 12, 60, and 120? So let's follow the step in finding GCF using continuous division. For step 1, write the given number in horizontal way, like this: 12, 60, and 120. For step 2, find the prime number or a prime number that can divide the given numbers. Let's have a prime number 2, because 12, 60, and 120 are divisible by 2. For step 3, divide the given numbers by the prime number and write the quotient. So let's divide. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 60 divided by 2 is 30. And 100 divided by 2 is 60. For our step 4, continue dividing until there is no common prime number that can divide the last quotient. Now, let's have another prime divisor, which is 2. And then let's divide. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 30 divided by 2 is 15. And 60 divided by 2 is 30. Let's have another prime divisor. Let's say we have 3, because 3, 15, and 30 are divisible by 3. And again, let's divide. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 15 divided by 3 is 5. And 30 divided by 3 is 10. Now, since there is no common prime number that can divide the last quotients, let's proceed to step 5. find the product of all common prime divisor to get the GCF. And again, we should take note that they are the numbers to the left of the continuous division. And they are 2, 2, and 3. So let's multiply them. 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 3 is 12. So our GCF is 12. Now, for our letter B, what is the LCM of 8, 6, and 12? So again, let's follow these steps. For our step 1, arrange the given numbers in horizontal manner. So let's write 8, 6, and 12. For our step 2, determine a prime number that can divide the given number. So let's say 2, because 8, 6, and 12 are divisible by 2. For step 3, divide each given number and write the quotient. So let's divide. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And 12 divided by 2 is 6. Let's have another prime divisor. Okay, let's proceed to step 4. Continue dividing until the quotient of all the given numbers become 1. For this problem, or for this given, let's have another prime divisor, which is 2. So let's divide. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And since 3 is not divisible by 2, just bring down 3. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Next, let's have another prime divisor. Let's have 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And 3 is not divisible by 2, so just bring down 3. And just bring down another 3. Now, let's have another prime divisor. Let's have 3, and let's divide. Just bring down 1, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. Another 3 divided by 3 is 1. Now, since all the quotients become 1, let's proceed to step 5. Multiply all the given numbers or the numbers used as the prime divisor and write the product as your LCM. So here, our prime divisors are 2, 2, 2, and 3. So let's multiply them. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. And 8 times 3 is 24. So our LCM is 24. Now, let's have another way to get this the LCM using the same example. Let's try these steps. For step 1, arrange the given numbers in horizontal manner. So 8, 6, and 12. For step 2, determine a prime number that can divide the given numbers. Let's say 2, because 8, 6, and 12 are divisible by 2. For step 3, divide each given number and write the quotient. Let's divide. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And 12 divided by 2 is 6. For our step 4, continue dividing until there is no two quotients have common factor. So since we have a common factor of 4 and 6, let's continue. Let's have 2 as our prime divisor. And then, let's divide. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And then, just bring down 3 because 3 is not divisible by 2. And then 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now, let's have 3 as our prime divisor. Just bring down 2 because 2 is not divisible by 3. And then 3 divided by 3 is 1. And 3 divided by 3 is 1. Now, since there is no two quotients have common factors, let's proceed to step 5. Multiply all the common divisors and the last quotients to get the LCM. Now here, our common divisors are 2, 2, and 3. And our last quotients are 2, 1, and 1. Next, let's write the factors. 2 times 2 times 3 and times 2. Let's multiply them. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. And 12 times 2 is 24. So therefore, the LCM of 8, 6, and 12 is 24. Now, for our activity 3, entitled Find Me, solve for the GCF and the LCM of the given numbers using continuous division. Type in your answers on the comment section. You are given only 60 seconds for each given number. Okay, are you ready? Okay, good. For given number 1, find the GCF and LCM of 12 and 16. Your time starts now. Okay, time's up. Let's check your answers. If your GCF is 4 and your LCM is 48, good job, grade 5. Now, for our second given number, find the GCF and LCM of 12, 60, and 72. Your 60 seconds starts now. Okay, time's up. Did you find the answers? Okay, very good. The answers are 12 for the GCF and 360 for the LCM. And for the last given, let's find the GCF and LCM of 8, 10, 12, and 20. Your 60 seconds starts now. Okay, time's up. Okay, let's check your answers. If it is 2 and 120, you're doing great. Grade 5. And for our activity 4, entitled Look for Me, solve the given problem or the problem and type in your answer in the comment section. Again, you are given only 60 seconds for each problem. For letter A, Mang Ambo has 30 mangoes, 75 bananas, and 45 apples. He wants to put them in bags with the same number of fruits and the same kind of fruits. What is the greatest number of each fruit in a bag? So in this problem, we are going to find the GCF of the given numbers using continuous division. Your 60 seconds starts now. Okay, time's up. Let me see your answers. Grade 5. Okay, very good. That is 15 fruits. For the second problem, Mario visits the library every 3 days. Anton visits the library every 4 days. And Andrew visits the library every 2 days. How many days will be passed before they meet or they will meet again? Your 60 seconds starts now. Okay, time's up. Let's see your answers. If it is 12 days, good job, grade 5. And now, let's summarize the lesson you have learned in finding GCF of the given numbers using continuous division. Step 1, write the given numbers in horizontal way. Step 2, find a prime number that can divide the given numbers. Step 3, divide the given numbers by the prime number and write the quotient. Step 4, continue dividing until there is no common prime number that can divide the last quotients. And finally, for step 5, find the product of all the common prime divisors to get the GCF. And to find the LCM of the given numbers using continuous division, we have the steps. For step 1, arrange the given numbers in horizontal manner. Step 2, determine a prime number that can divide the given numbers. Step 3, divide each given number and write the quotient. For step 4, continue dividing until the quotients of all the given numbers become 1. And step 5, multiply all the numbers used as prime divisors and write the product as your LCM. Now, this time is for our question and answer portion. If you have questions, just type it in the comment section. Okay, for our question, Sir, aside from continuous division or division method, what are the other ways to find GCF and LCM? Okay, thank you for that question. My answer is yes, of course. In GCF, you can use the listing factors of the given numbers and prime factorization method using factor tree. While in LCM, you can use listing multiple of the given numbers and also prime factorization method using factor tree. Now, since we don't have any questions, let me remind you for your assignment. Answer, try this, and keep trying on page 19 of your self-learning module. Then, your subject teacher will have a follow-up discussion regarding our topic and check your activities. Now, that's all for today, dear grade 5 pupils. Thank you for watching and participating. Once again, I am Sir Ryan Feliciano of Andres Fernando Elementary School saying stay safe and until next time,